I told you the story of the father and the Yanko Camaro, true story of that in Wisconsin. And let me tell you another true story. I worked for a guy, United Canvas in Antioch. His name was Steve Dunderlack and John Hauser, which was the mean German. I like him though. He didn't let you get away with shit. Um, man, I was so honored to be around them guys, and I have seen the super, super, super rich. There's not a house or person in Phoenix. I don't care how much money he has for fundraisings or what property he have. He's no comparison to these people as I am to the rich in Phoenix, the new money in Phoenix. These people are old money. I got a chance to work at the Walgreens siblings' house. It's all bronze and glass, where you see through the whole house, artwork on the walls. The only thing you didn't see, and I didn't uh, get to go in the house. We put awnings on the outside. In the summer and in the winter, we tuck them down, pool awnings and different other stuff. Uh, Walgreens siblings' house. I'm pretty sure they had some kind of fortified basement. Uh, in the bedroom, you couldn't see. You could see through the whole house, other than the bedroom. And I think the middle of the house was kind of opaque or something where you couldn't see in. So my best guess is that was the living room or the bedroom, and it had to have a big underground something where it always seemed like people are not in these houses, but they're there. I've seen houses twice as big as Fry's store on 19th and Glendale that I had to put awnings on that seemed like 8 stories up. We are at the limit of the aluminum ladders, and if you fall, you're dead. I've worked on houses like that. I worked on houses where there are waterfalls in the backyard. And when you go to their house, the flowers smell would overwhelm you. It was so beautiful. It smelled so good. I was privileged to be around these people. And I had I had a measure of the rich and the I had a measure of new money and old money. I had a measure of people being just down to earth. I'm thinking that I have arrived with my little '88 Corvette working for Steve Dunderlack. Steve Dunderlack was one of the biggest cocaine dealers in Antioch, Wisconsin. He told me this. This is a story, and this is why he hired me right out of a rehab. He said that he was one of the biggest cocaine dealers in Antioch, and he went to jail and he turned the company over to his workers. His workers made his company out of a multi-million-dollar company doing awnings. In the same turn, Steve happened to, with his drug money or whatever, invest in offshore drilling, oil drilling, which became a multimillionaire off of just that. So, okay, his company is a multi-million-dollar company. His oil investments, multi-million dollars. And he stopped doing drugs and he married this lady that had about 6 or 7 kids that looked like him. He must be German too, because he's a big white boy. And all his kids were blonde haired, the girls and the boys, and they looked just like him. And his wife was so small, and Steve was about 6'6". I don't know, 300 pounds or something like that. He wasn't a fat guy. I was the first black guy to work for him in his company. He didn't see no color. Um, he seen what I went through, and it kind of reminded him of something. I don't know. I don't know why he hired me. I was a really good worker though. I was so inspired every day to go with them on different jobs and see different people. I met a guy and a lady and her husband worked for the railroad all their life, didn't have any kids, and they said, "Well, we wish we can leave this car to somebody. We ain't got no grandkids, and it's just been sitting there." What it was a Maserati, one with no top. It was a Maserati, and I was too embarrassed to say, "Oh boy, I love to have that car." That's all they wanted me to say. I love to have that car. It had been parts had been wrapped up in brown paper and looked like the car had been primed and different things. The whole garage was the Maserati parts. Instead of me saying, "Boy, I love to have that car," I was with my boss, Steve, and they were talking to me. They wanted me to have this car, and I didn't ever say anything. I bet you Steve went back and got the car, a Maserati, the one no top on it. The car, oh man, these people had rich, rich, didn't have no kids, nobody to leave it to. They didn't want it just to go to waste. I was proud to be around shit like that. I went to another guy's house. He had one of those Indy cars, like the Maserati, in his front room, almost like a table, like it was the table. Inside of his front room, he only had a German um, mechanic and 3 whole barns full of antique cars and their own security staff. When we went up to the gate, even though they know we were coming, the police came to meet us. 3 whole barns, more cars than John Leno. I got to meet him. So you assholes in Phoenix that think you have arrived, a lot of times people have been places and did things, and that's what I'm saying. If you never been anywhere else, if you never starved before, how do you know how it feels to be hungry? And then you shit on these people and take them at face value and say that they're just like everybody else. The knowledge you can gain from them, the stories that you can hear, whether you believe them or not, but they're undisputable. I couldn't even come up with a lie like working at the Walgreens siblings' house if I wasn't there. I can tell you everything that I've seen in them in that house, and if you could pull it up on the internet, it would be no different from what I just told you. But you dismiss me as a disgruntled black guy, just like anybody else. When you can gain knowledge, and I'm not saying kiss my ass because I've been places, but when you treat every black person the same way, or every person from out of town the same way, and care not about where he been, or the reason why he's complaining about something, or the things that you can gain from him, it is really sad. That's why I say, why are we so hateful against another nationality when you can learn so much? Why? You only hurting yourself. If I was a prejudiced person, I wouldn't have accepted the job from Steve Dunlap. I would have went to work for McDonald's or wherever else, or worked at Great Lakes Navy Base, and wouldn't have left there to work for Steve, being a multimillionaire, making me and inspiring me to be more than I am. I wouldn't have did it if I was a hateful person like you guys. And now you want to build a wall. It must be a wall of shame, because why should you isolate yourself from another race that's been here as long as you? And a lot of times you've took land from them, so you should be the one to feel bad about it. Why should you isolate yourself from knowledge? You're not the smartest person, and you can't be the smartest person in the world if you're only trying to gain knowledge from your own tribe, and your own tribe has never ventured out to new lands to find out something different. So it makes you an idiot, saying the same thing over and over. It's just like a person can say, "Oh, the earth is flat. You'll fall off of it." How long had they said that until they found out it wasn't? So knowledge is like that too. If you put yourself in some kind of around in some kind of wall, at the same time, people are learning and learning different things every day, like the cure for cancer and this and that. In your eyes, you'll say it's no cure for cancer, and the world is flat. You'll fall off of it. So if you never venture out amongst the wall, on the outside of the wall, you're going to live your whole life thinking the world is flat and there's no cure for cancer. When just on the other side of the wall, it is amazing things happening. And it is not by your nationality or tribe, it is by other nationalities and other tribes that have no problem sharing their information with you. But you wouldn't even consider sharing being on the other side of the wall or the other side of the stick with them. When have we got so hateful? If you agree with putting a wall up, you stunt your growth. When is this? I mean, are we going back to East and West Berlin? The wall? What the fuck? If you're putting it up for drugs, you know damn well that those people are not the catalyst for bringing drugs in this country. You do more harm all by yourself. So you can't blame them. You put that wall up, and what you're going to have is people at it every day protesting about trying to get on the other side. That's what you're going to cause. You're going to cause a scene like Welcome to New York. It's going to be so similar. When have we got so hateful? And for a baby to be on one side and a mother to be on the other side, ooh, I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be between you, and I wouldn't want to be the wall, because she gonna tear that wall down with her bare hands. When have we got so hateful? So if you can ride along with bullshit like that, then I want to be as far away from it, and I want to have a heads up so I can be on the right side of the wall. And the right side of the wall is the side that you're trying to put them on, even though It's like the 18th century, and you're putting them back in time. I would rather be over there than over here with you assholes. Thank you.